Hi, this is Phil Potempa, and welcome to another edition of Notoriety. Each week we bring you all the exciting ticket opportunities, events, everything happening in Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland, and beyond that is not to be missed. And, of course, this is our broadcast equivalent of all of the columns and feature stories you'll read in the flagship Post-Tribune newspaper under the umbrella of Chicago Tribune Media and all those suburban publications. So you can always find everything captured right there at chicagotribune.com. Some of you are listening and finding us through our traditional radio dial airwaves at 12:30 a.m. as we come to you from our original Strachan Van Til studios right in the heart of Hammond. Others have the edited opportunity of the cameras that are the window to the world. So perhaps you found us through our YouTube, through social media, through streaming, and you decided to see what's going on and join our conversation around the table. We couldn't be here these last 9 years without the generosity and support of folks like our friends at People's Bank. Indiana Arts Commission has been a long supporter. The Legacy Foundation, Arts Advocate Andy and Sue Arnold also are the ones that are making this broadcast possible, and our Home Away from Home Theater at the Center as well. Speaking of theater, it's a great opportunity. We want to give a timestamp on this show so you know when you're hearing it in case it's a rebroadcast. Tuesday, June the 2nd, 2026, we're coming to you. We're right on the cusp of an exciting opening from our friends right down the lakeside here in Michigan City. Footlight Players have a very funny opportunity to escape and enjoy the pageantry that is the world of beauty pageants and crowns and royalty in a community where maybe there might be a bit of a tug of war over that tiara. Our friends are here to tell us all about it, so I will have, first of all, a nod and hello to co-host Luke Miiller.
Hello, good morning.
And our guest will introduce herself starting right over here.
Laura Meyer.
And Kathy Chase.
They are folks that you might see again, perhaps walking or working the runway for the Miss Magnolia Senior Citizen Beauty Pageant. This is written by playwright Leslie Kimball, June the 4th through the 7th, and then again, other weekend performances the 11th through the 14th. So first half of June is going to be your opportunity to see it. It says right here, I'm not making this verbiage up, it's here as part of the branding. These four old broads, that was the brand of a franchise that have been shows so popular there in that stage space. They're back again. This time they're competing for the crown. We have Laura Meyer, Kathy Chase right there as the part of the headlining stars. I see Susie Richter also, Diana Hirsch, Tom DeLeon, and Cindy Rees, Noel Carlson, Christine Long, Kim Lample as well, and directed by Leslie Evans. So it's right at, again, Footlight Players. If you've not been there, so easy to get to, right in the heart of Michigan City. So from our region here in Northwest Indiana, I think any of us can probably get there in an easy 40 minutes or less. Traffic pending, of course, right along what I call 421, which becomes Franklin Street. It dead ends right there at the lake. So when you're right downtown is the intimate stage space of Footlight Players that, you've only been doing this for about how long, Laura, Footlight Players? How many seasons? Not New Kids on the Block?
Well, I joined in 1967.
Is it on 70th? Are you on your 70th season? How long have you been around?
79.
Only 79. Yeah, that's so. Been around and know a few things. And when it comes to play titles, this is one that has not ever been done at your stage before, right?
Correct.
This particular one, no. But
You've done the franchise, though, right?
We've done 3 in the series. There's one more.
And have you ladies been in the cast of all of them?
Yes. I was, the very first one, I wasn't playing E, which I'm playing now. I was playing, and I was the villain at the time.
Okay.
The first one. And now I repented, and now spiritual.
You're back with
She aged a couple of years, so now she's one of the old bloods.
Now you're all right. So you get to wear a different hat this time around, or tiara as well.
Yes.
The show for this is we need some comedy, especially I think in the summer months. It's nice to have something. I mean, the winter months maybe as well, but I just remember an old expression at Theater at the Center years back. One of our seasons one was it was a kind of a dark comedy, but more of a tearjerker. And I remember one of the publicists saying, "In the summer, you've got to keep it light with a comedy. Nobody wants to cry in July." The publicist told us.
Right.
This is one that again, it's just there. I think are probably sight gags.
Yes.
Funny puns and kind of double entendres all along the way.
Absolutely. They're all, yes, there is. And it's a lot of like action slapstick. When you first read the script, you go, oh, this isn't really much, because you have to read of the action that's going on, and it makes it so fun. And the audience loves it. They truly love it. In fact, we'll be out around Michigan City, and then I said, "Oh, you look familiar," and I said, "Oh, it's probably Footlight Players." 4 old broads, yes, and they do, and they know you. So I
there's
said,
a reason the Golden Girls was on as long as it was,
they were,
right?
and they are
very
like
similar.
very similar.
It's a fun
to
formula.
So Kathy and Laura, are there certain traits in the characters that you portray that are very similar to your own personality that make it very easy to play that character?
It makes, well, I'm the floozy, and I'm really not like that. So it's acting on my part.
Well, when we're doing the play, there is times that, let us pray. Even when it's not supposed to. Let us pray. Please help. Yeah, stuff like that. But there are a lot of similar stuff that we say. And, I notice I say this in the public, some of the lines like that.
I have not heard the term floozy in so long. Look, have you even ever heard
I've never heard it before.
Adrian, have you ever heard of a floozy? She has. She's heard it.
You're looking at one right now.
At least when the curtain goes up,
That's
right?
right.
Yes.
So
yes,
again, the running time for the show, I'm going to bet it goes pretty quick. Intermission or no intermission for this one?
There is intermission.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is an intermission built in.
But it's a relatively short play. I mean, it's still, with intermission, it runs almost 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. I could see what you were saying. That initial table read, you're probably thinking, oh, these lines aren't really hitting. You've got to put the visual element, you've got to put what's going in the stage notes, and then it all comes together. You can see where it kind of then hits home with the audience. Is that right?
Right. And even the costume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the props, they play an important part, too, as well.
Now, speaking of costumes, the actual poster that has been pushed across here is different than the one that I see that was the provided art where everybody's wearing bathing suits. Is there a bathing suit moment in this, ladies?
No, we wouldn't do that to the public. No,
Does it right
do
at the
that.
end where that can be? Or no, that's
No,
not.
there's a limit to how far we'll go.
And how much, and what we would subject our audience to, too. I just want
So
to
I
know
see it as
that.
a great rehearsal shot. That looks like that's almost everybody up on that stage. This is a small, intimate stage to begin with,
Yes,
right?
yes,
There's
correct.
not a lot of
Very
elbow
much.
room.
No,
there are
isn't.
8 in the cast.
Eight.
And I should say, the 4 old broads get a lot of attention, but we have 2 more broads in this performance. So there are really 6. And the 2 men are just as funny as the old broads.
There was a photo, I think, a rehearsal photo of the 2 gents up there
Yes.
doing their thing. And again, let's go get their names again.
Okay,
Noel Carlson.
Noel Carlson, he's the one in the red shirt.
Okay.
And then Tom Ladoni, who's in the greenish blue.
This, again, some of these, when you're doing, are you both on the play reading committee as well?
Yes.
Yes,
You
yes,
both are?
We are.
Because, of course, I reviewed a lot of things over the years, and there's a lot out there when it comes to funny parodies and things. A number of these franchises, there's the Trailer Park franchise, which I
Yes,
think is usually
yeah,
pretty
we
clever
did.
and pretty
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
There's one series, and I probably shouldn't say this as someone who does reviews and things, but that I just have never found all that funny, and it's that Church Basement ladies series. And that just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't ring home with me. Somebody said, well, because you're Catholic, it's more of a Lutheran kind of a thing with the casseroles and the ladies
Right.
preparing the things. And have any of you seen the Church Basement ladies series?
We've read it on our play reading committee several times, and it just never strikes us.
I've
you
never
know?
seen it myself.
I've seen it. I've seen it
so-
a couple times.
I saw it once up north done at one of the bigger theaters in Chicago with a headliner in it. The actor that played Father Maloney on MASH played the priest in it. So they brought in kind of a headliner, and it still just didn't hit with me. To give you an example, one of the scenes, the lady is having her midlife crisis. She's having hot flashes. So she's standing inside the chest freezer fanning herself because she's so, overcome by this. And I just did not think that was that funny, but I don't know. This looks funny to me. It looks like it's clever and it's got some zings and some barbs.
It's very clever. And if you'll notice our two little squirrels there.
That's right. For those of you that have added advantage of video, we'll describe it for our radio. There is some ceramic squirrels that have a certain significance that I'm not even being told about. So it's an Easter egg that you need to come and find out what the plot point is that involves a couple of little furry maybe intruders.
Furry rodents.
Yeah, as the additional cast members of this as well. Is it family friendly or no? It's not for kids.
Well, it's family friendly with the caveat that there are a couple of words that maybe would be offensive to a small child, but nothing that they don't hear regularly.
No,
I'm
they're
afraid.
faux.
In fact, I've seen those Japanese Japanese for kids and those little cartoon things, and they
the animated things have a little bit more.
They are a lot more
going on in there than what
this
is. I know Luke has a couple more questions. I'm going to let one of you be my Vanna White and give us the rundown again. Play title, dates. We didn't do phone number, how to get tickets. Who wants to be the Vanna White and give us that commercial?
I'll be Vanna.
All right, go ahead, Vanna. Take it away.
I do this. Okay. All right. The dates are going to be June 4th through the 7th, and then the 11th through the 14th. And it's at Footlight Players, and it's at 1707 Franklin Street in Michigan City, Indiana. And I can give you the times. Thursday and Friday nights, it's at 7 p.m. Saturday and Sunday is at 2 p.m. And
most importantly, tell us what it is. Give us that play title.
Oh, the title is The Miss Magnolia Senior Citizen Beauty Pageant.
There you go. On
That's
stage at Footlight Players. And the phone number or website, how to get your tickets.
Okay, here is the phone number. It's 219-874-4035. And, oh, Lord, you're going to have to think of our website. It goes to footlightplayers.org.
You're an org. I thought so. Very good. Thank you.
I don't go on there.
Yeah, I remember I've typed it enough. Luke, what have you got for us?
Well, of course, we have the four main characters of the Four Old Broads, but then can you just give a brief snippet of the other characters that are in there, too? I know you mentioned before the show that there's a Elvis impersonator as well.
Yes. We have a man that's an Elvis impersonator.
Retired.
Retired.
And the other man is an old man that just comes to the assisted living place, and the Elvis impersonator is teaching him how to be a stud so he can get a date.
Oh.
And that's a sight to behold, let me tell you. Okay. And then we have the other two broads. We have Maud, who is...
No, not Maud. She's one of the Four Old Broads.
Yeah.
But the
There
two...
troublemakers? Or
No, I was going to
No,
tell that. Oh, okay.
It's...
I don't know where I'm at. Okay. Well, the other two residents that hadn't been in the prior is her name is
Hazel.
Now, Hazel is our resident who
She's new.
yeah, she's new.
And she thinks it's Christmas all year round.
She dresses as
Yeah.
you would say a demented elf, okay? And then
She's
have...
way into Christmas, huh?
Yeah.
That is her thing.
All year round.
It's worth coming just to see her, honest to God. And then you have...
Martha Parcell, who likes to twirl fire batons for her
talent portion
her
of
talent
the
portion,
pageant?
yes.
Yes, and she is gonna win no matter what.
Oh, these are
Just
competitive
saying. Yes.
gals, huh? Hey, has Footlight ever done any of the Nonsense franchise?
Yes.
You've had your habits?
Yes,
You've
yes.
had your habits.
As a matter of fact, anything with a nun in it is a number one seller.
It sells well.
Yeah.
It does.
I don't know why, but it does.
It does.
So those
We've
usually
done-
people that do theater, that's one to be looking
That is
for.
one. It really, we found the same thing. It just always does well.
Yeah.
It does.
We did 7 nuns in Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
which is hysterical, and there's a follow-up to that.
Yeah.
So we're looking to get to do that in the future.
We probably should put a starred asterisk next to say that funny nuns always do well. And Agnes of God, Doubt. I love those titles, but they're a little more kind of serious. But those funny nuns they sell out. People, they get a kick out of that, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Late Night Catechism with our friend Vicky Quaddy in Chicago. She's had her funny nuns doing things for more than 3 decades. We're talking with our friends from Footlight Players, Michigan City. It's just a stretch. We're welcoming June here. This is June the 2nd. We're already to the second day of our month. This is the 2 weekends you can go and see the Miss Magnolia Senior Citizen, fit this all on the marquee pageant. And it's again at Footlight Players. They're right along Franklin Avenue, 80-seat stage space. So this is one where I made sure we gave the commercial for phone number for tickets and website, because you don't want to take a chance. And again, it's not that far, but you don't want to get there and have them be sold out. They'll usually are very kind and say, let's just wait it out. Maybe somebody has to cancel. We'll get you in. But if there aren't any seats, you can't have people sitting in the ceiling beam. So I know I've been in that spot where I waited it out and I just got a chance to get in there. So you want to make sure you get your tickets well in advance. It's only 2 weekends, so June 4th through the 7th. Then the other opportunities, 11th through the 14th. Are you feeling good about where you're at right now, or I cannot believe it's open this week and we have so much more to do, or no, everything's falling into place?
We're doing well.
We're doing well.
We're doing
We
well.
really do. It's scary how well we're doing.
Does it help because you've done these characters, or have you always been cast as the same characters, or no,
I
you've mixed
have
it
been
up?
the same character, but I'll tell you what, the 4 of us have been together now for 3 shows, and we help each other out. So it flows nicely, even
Yeah.
if it isn't perfect.
If you've got that chemistry, you can beat off each other.
Yeah.
You can correct and just add them and say, not Maud, Hazel, and
Yeah.
just go right along with it, right?
Or,
And we do
who
call
are
each
you
other.
again? I've done that. What's your name again? You know,
Now, when you do a play somewhere, only theater folk will realize this. Are you able to get away with just having your own comfortable real hair, or no, there are heavy hot wigs pinned onto a skull cap for all of you ladies?
I wear a wig.
You've got a wig.
I do not.
A
do not.
floozy has to have a
That's
lot of hair.
right, exactly. That's
Yes,
true. You
yes.
got to have a lot of those
Yes.
flowing locks going
Right.
on, right?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, it's half and half.
And do they let you design your character, or no, this director has a clear vision and will say, I know you don't want to wear a wig, but you're going to need to, or
Yeah.
do what you think feels right. How's Leslie been? Not Leslie. How is
Yeah,
our
Leslie-
director?
It is Leslie.
Well,
It is
first of
Leslie,
all,
okay.
Leslie
Evans is the
Leslie played the
Leslies.
part.
And
that-
Leslie's also the author. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
Leslie
right.
Right.
played the part that Kathy played
Oh.
in the very first
Edie.
one.
Edie
Okay.
Mae Clayton.
And so, for health reasons, she couldn't be in the second one. So now she's directing this one.
Okay.
And so she knows, I mean, we're all close.
That's great.
And she said, you already have your characters. So just grow with them. So it's been
That's great.
It's been a
When
great
there's that chemistry,
experience.
it makes it so wonderful. And again, we've all been on both sides. Our producer has recently been in one of our kids' productions for a week. She was the princess title character in The Frog Prince and the Princess at Theater at the Center. So Adriana has had her own tier for a whole week. She's probably got her hair is got probably a halo now where that tier was such a part of her. But I'm going to ask one of these tough Larry King, Joan Rivers questions, ladies. With all
okay.
your years and
Okay.
experiences, and you needn't name names. Maybe some folks aren't even with us anymore. They're someplace else. Was there ever a time where you had cast chemistry that there was always a fly in the ointment, or there was one person that you were going to be happy when this run was over, you'll hand them the bouquet and show them the door? Or no, everything is always picture perfect over the years and all of your cast? Look at those knowing smiles look on their
I
faces.
can't say that. There's been times I said,
It makes a
Oh,
difference, doesn't it?
it does. It
There have
really-
been disasters.
It has been.
and there have been divas.
Yeah.
And there have been disagreements. But you know what? It's all worth it because we just didn't. We just have
Yeah.
so much fun.
And we're not even talking about, it's somebody who didn't know their lines or weren't off book.
No.
No, personality, where either they have their own vision, but the director's there to bring it all together. And sometimes you just have to let the director and go with it and trust, because that's what they've envisioned. And other people have their own idea of doing, or somebody thinks that, they can help somebody else where you have your own. And that's tough because you're all sharing the same dressing room. And
Right.
yeah, so.
And I feel, okay, even though I may not care for that person, and they drive me nuts off stage. On stage, they aren't that person, and it's my job to make you believe that I feel something for that person, and you think, oh, I only have 4 more shows to do this, and then I could be out of my life forever. So
it's tough because you don't want to fall into that pattern of they're so cliquey at Footlight. It's always those same. But sometimes that's that chemistry that just works well. And at the end of the day, you want to give everybody opportunities. But that audience is paying, and you want to have the best people in there. And a director who's worked with somebody already kind of knows, or if you've got the experience. And I know you folks are good also. You welcome in other folks. You share the same ensembles as LaPorte Little Theater, Canterbury. It's very, very community-based. But, boy, if you get just sometimes one person, it really can kind of, the old expression is poison the well, where it just makes it uncomfortable and sour. So I'm glad that this is a confetti in the air for everybody.
This one is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. As far as the cast getting together and being helpful to each other and loving each other, it's really good.
Well, I don't think we've stopped laughing since we cracked open these books. I mean, we just...
And that in itself is worth the price of a ticket because laughter gets those endorphins going and popping. Yes. And so this is a ticket you do not want to miss. And so one more time, let's get our commercial there. It is called...
All right. The Miss Magnolia Senior Citizen Beauty Pageant. And it's by Leslie Kimball, June 4th through the 7th, 11th through the 14th. The 4 old broads are back again.
And again, we need to give a phone number and a website, how you can get those tickets.
219-874-4035, and it's footlightplayers.org.
And again, you're only getting the opportunity these first couple of weekends in June, so it only goes until the 14th. Footlight Players right in Michigan City. You will not be disappointed. We have so much great theater going on right now. Yours is great. Student Summer Theater is now open, and they're stone's throw away. They've got a wonderful, wonderful opportunity that's going on with a murder mystery. So we'll talk more about that to come. And any in our final minute here, a chance to tease anything else coming up. I think I saw auditions on Facebook for something. What's some of the shows and things coming up?
I'm directing The Foreigner, which is another very funny comedy. And the auditions are the 7th and 8th of June. In the evening, 6 to 8 o'clock at the theater. I need 2 women and 5 men.
Oh, what's it about? What is it about?
It's about 2 men. One is they come to this farm, and the one man is very, very shy and doesn't want to be left there. So he pretends to be a foreigner and can't understand anything they're saying. And they can't understand him either.
This sounds very funny.
It's extremely funny.
Really. Oh. And you'd be surprised when they think you don't know what you're saying, what they will tell you. So it is
an audition process right now. So again, this show, whether you're hearing it as a rebroadcast or streaming it, we're coming to you Tuesday, June the 2nd. Those auditions are coming up when?
Sunday night, Monday night, 7th and 8th of June.
Okay.
6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
All right, there in the theater space.
In the theater.
And then make sure before you audition that you're available during the show run and rehearsal time, which the show performances are...
The first 2 weekends in August. I don't have exact dates.
August 7th through 9th and August 13th through 16th.
All right, Luke has got it. Very good. Wow. You've got to be available for that time, so you can't be moving kids back into college because they'll need you there on stage to take those bows and ovations. Come back again for that or for any of the shows, ladies, all right?
Thank you so much. And
thank goodness. I'm so excited to see those tiaras shining in the spotlight soon. So it means time for a field trip. And thank you to our producer. Thank you, Luke Miiller, for co-hosting. And you, all of our folks that are listeners and our folks that are the viewers that make this possible each week for our conversation around the table. I'm your host, Phil Potempa, for Notoriety. Wishing you well. And no matter when you're hearing this broadcast, I hope you enjoy the rest of how your path may lead you, be it morning, afternoon, or evening.